What's Sam with your world? It's your boy Keno Man.
What it do? What it do is the kid Big C.
Yeah, and you already know. We back live in effect, and it's another episode of Stimulate Your
Tonight,
Mind.
I'm
Right,
telling
it's
you.
that time, baby.
I'm telling you. Hope y'all been liking the past couple episodes. We've been trying, man. Like I said,
Right.
we really like, really would like for all y'all to, start giving us a lot of feedback and
Like,
stuff like that.
subscribe, comments. We've
That's
been
the
getting a
main
couple
thing.
comments, but it's just been,
Yeah, that's what we want y'all to do right now. Stop this video, like and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't subscribed, subscribe now.
Yeah.
Go on ahead and do that. Let us know you rocking with us. Let us know you rocking with us. We got some good stuff for you today. We've been having some good stuff for you.
Mhm.
Having some good stuff for you. For sure.
We got some tales for you today.
Yeah.
Tales from the hood.
If you listen to the podcast Saturday, Friday, and Saturday, then you know what to expect. Basically, gonna keep
Right.
we're gonna keep it on the same page, kind of sort of discussing
Right.
a lot of stuff that's been going on.
Like that's been going right before, Black History Month
Right.
too. That's crazy.
Hope y'all ready. How y'all gonna celebrate it? That's one thing we gotta start doing. We gotta actually start. We gotta start celebrating Black History Month. A lot of people don't celebrate. I feel like you should talk about at least one historian, one Black historian in your lifetime. Well, every day of Black History Month. I feel like pick one. Every day of Black History Month.
That represents something, that's a little bit more relatable to what you got going on, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, everybody's situation and, they combat racial, prejudiceness in different, scenarios. Not everybody, fights standing on the front line, you know what I'm saying? And that's something else we gotta kind of understand that everything ain't just physical,
It's not everything is not physical. It all start up here.
Right, it did too. Like, looking at a lot of the events that transpired over the weekends and over this past week.
Right.
Some of the stories and stuff that's coming out. Like what we talked about yesterday about the two African American girls that was being hemmed up by the police.
Right.
And it's like,
I said another video just came out where a girl it was actually inside the school, like they was in the cafeteria. The girl got hit. He shot her with the taser.
Well, yeah, that's one of the ones I was talking about.
Okay.
Yeah, remember when the big, I was telling you about the big dude and she was handling his ass, and then you can tell it was a pride issue.
Okay, yeah, that's what it was. That's why
right.
he could tell.
Because he was getting whooped. That little girl was handling that dude. But it's like I said, and speaking of it, it was this show called Tales, Irv got it, I think he produced it, and a few others. I don't know all the list of everybody, but I know he was the main hands behind the scenes. But anyway, and it basically took the perspective and flipped it. You know what I'm saying? Gave you the version from the other side, seeing the black, officers and black justices and lawyers and all that type of stuff like that, and judges and just the jury in general. And they talked about the experiences of how they dealt with the police, and it was just like, wow, man. Right. And then even with seeing some of the situations that were flipped, like you had the white man messing with the black dude, his wife,
lady,
yeah, and then she just flipped on him right then, was like, oh, he tried to rape me,
right.
He tried, and I'm like, damn, that shit was crazy, because I'm like,
but I feel like that's one of the only ways, that's one of the only ways they can feel that, put them people into that, like,
right, so,
man, now you gotta put them in that, you put them in that, and they make it feel it. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's the only way somebody gonna feel something. Cause like that's why they always say, take a walk in somebody else's shoes for a couple of days.
Right.
And then see what you say about that person after that.
Exactly. And then and like, really truly experience some of the unrealistic, situations that you just wouldn't be able to believe.
Right.
that happens within the black community that that's really now being that you able it's being televised, because that's one of the things they say as far as like with the movement now.
Yeah.
It's really been since like the 90s. The only difference from back in the days is just now it's becoming more visible. You know what I mean? People able it's you got a camera damn near on everywhere you
Everywhere.
turn. So
Everywhere. And like I said,
everybody got one, even little babies.
and like I say, that's one of the I ain't gonna say that's a problem because in the day, it's like I said, that's why when we first started talking about it and stuff like that, when we first started the show, I spoke on I say social media is a gift and a curse.
Yeah,
And it really depends on how you use it. Like you
yeah,
say, because like in my eyes, everything don't need to be recorded.
right,
But with the situation, like I say, with the you know what I'm saying, what's going on with the police and stuff like that nowadays, that do need to be recorded. Because some of these officers are taking stuff out of out of hand.
right.
They're getting out of hand with a lot of stuff.
And then it's like the the reprimanding and the you know what I'm saying, what they getting for it.
They
They
getting
ain't being
nothing for it.
right. And it's basically like it's being overturned.
Right.